You're going to need to know how to tune your guitar. This video is about the bar chord. This string to this string, as opposed to going from this string to all the way up here. So here's the other barring thing on the A chord, as I mentioned before. I mean, on the A string, and it's this. I'll do it here like it's this, 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 and of course I'll have charts for you to make reference to. It'll be easier because you won't. Sometimes you can't really see my fingers are covering up the strings, but it's actually, you just hit this note right here and the barring happens on your ring finger. The barring effect. Is this. So if you know those two chords, you can go a long way. Like at one time, that's all I knew how to play, and I was gigging, you know, playing stuff I never even heard before, but I just knew where the root was, and I just made reference, you know, like the root is here. So if the root is there, I'm going to do a bar chord on it. And if I can find the root here on the A chord, I'll do another bar, but on the A string rather. I trust this makes sense to you. So in the beginning you have two strings that you could do a whole lot of stuff on. You know, you could get the roots from the E string or the A string. So all I'm doing is going I'm just creating chords from the E string, then I'm going to the A string and doing the chord. So the chord position is a little sharp here. Okay. So I guess it goes without saying, whatever you do on the A string, you can do all up and down the neck. So that's the E bar chord. I say, well, it's not an E bar chord, it's an A chord, but I'm doing the root on the E string. This is the E string. This is the A string. So we're talking about creating bar chords on the E string and on the A string. So on the E string, the position is this. Once again, you hit those notes dead center in between the frets without muffling anything. It'll come out clear. Now, if your hands are weak, it'll come out like that. You know, you'll be hitting in between where you'll be hitting the frets, but you want to get right dead center in between these frets. Right there, right there, right there, right there. So when you do a bar chord from the E string, you're playing all the strings, all 6 of them. Now when you do a bar chord, I don't think that's the technical name for it, but I'll call it a bar chord from the A string. You're only barring this over here, and the A string is hit, and then alright, so we'll do it again. That's the root on E, that's the root on A. So you just slide down, you have another sound. Root on A, root on E, the root, the bottom note, that means the root. Root on E, the root on A. If you can do this, play a bar chord here with the root on E and then switch to the root on A, and you can switch back and forth, get your hands strong enough to do that, you can come out and gig with me. Because essentially all you need to know is 2 chords, 2 positions. Once you know those 2 positions, you're all over the neck. So those are just, major triads, so to speak, just plain chords. I mean, of course, there's the major sevenths. I won't get into that. But that gets into, there's a major seventh that's created on the E string, and then there's a major seventh created on the A string. And then you can do it. But that's something else later. We'll talk about major sevenths later. This teaching is about just a bar chord. Start on E. That's the E string. Go over it again. This, 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 this. And you position your hands like this. Now, it's said that, and it's true, to get your knuckles out, knuckles straight up, touch the sky with your knuckles. If you like that, flat down like that, it'll be muffled. So you want your knuckles straight out. Knuckles up. You just, glissando. You get in the habit of doing that, the glissando. But yeah, that's what it is. Okay, if you're wondering who I'm Daddy Plugin. I'm grimy and intellectual at the same time. Daddy Plugin. Check me out on Spotify. Free music, t-shirt prizes, hoodie prizes. Check it out. It's Daddy Plugin. And I'm on Spotify.